Kuwait has now summoned the Indian envoy. Kuwait says summoning the Indian ambassador and handing him a note of protest against insulting statements of the Holy Prophet. So we're getting some more updates right now, viewers. Remember that this is coming in the backdrop of Qatar summoning the Indian envoy amid a row over Nupur Sharma's remarks. India has already conveyed their stance on this. Remember that Indian officials have also expressed that Qatar's total rejection and condemnation of the remarks and demanded a public apology. All right, so this is the latest that we're getting for you now. We can also tell you that Kuwait has also summoned the Indian envoy. Kuwait is saying that summoning the Indian ambassador and handing him a note of protest against the insulting statements of the Holy Prophet. We're getting back-to-back reactions internationally. Remember that also, like I told you, that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Qatar had summoned Indian ambassador Dr. Deepak Mittal over the remarks of the ousted BJP spokesperson Nupur Sharma against the Holy Prophet. And also, they have handed the Indian envoy an official note expressing Qatar's total rejection and condemnation of the remarks, demanded a public apology and immediate condemnation of these remarks from the government of India. So we're getting back-to-back reactions right now. The ambassador also has conveyed India's stance, and this is very important to note. For the Qatar statement, after the statement of Qatar, in response to that, already the Indian ambassador has issued a statement. The Indian ambassador has conveyed that the tweets do not in any manner reflect the views of the government of India. I repeat, the Indian ambassador has already conveyed India's stance to Qatar, saying that the tweets do not in any manner reflect the views of government of India. I would want to go across to senior executive editor Abhishek joining me. Abhishek, now after Qatar, Kuwait has also summoned the Indian envoy. Now, can we expect the Indian envoy there also to make India's stance extremely clear like it happened in Qatar?
Well, Shivangi, naturally so. Once a position has been taken, the BJP has released a statement clearly distancing itself from the two spokespersons and condemning the conduct. And the two have been, in fact, suspended and taken out of the party. And that has been communicated to Qatar. So obviously it would be done in the case of Kuwait. But the only point is that in the case of Qatar, there was a bit of a diplomatic situation given the fact that Vice President of India is on a state visit. That's not the case in the case of Kuwait, so we have time. But more importantly, the foreign policy establishments will also have to decide for how long or how far this can be allowed. Essentially, whatever has happened is an internal matter of India. So foreign policy situation is there for us to handle. But I'm sure that the mandarins at the Jawaharlal Nehru Bhavan would be able to dash out a very nuanced position like we have done in the case of Qatar, so in the case of Kuwait as well. It should not have a cascading effect. We have absolutely fantastic civilizational, durable equations with all nations in the Middle East, and whatever has happened has been condemned and the party has distanced itself. So I think even those governments there should put the matter to rest at some stage.
All right, Abhishek, thank you for joining us there. Senior Executive Editor of Republic TV telling us about the latest development here that Kuwait has now summoned the Indian envoy. Remember that the Indian envoy there in Qatar has already made India's stance very clear. Much more coming up next.